Good morning, good morning. 1000 on my clock. What do you need to know today? Ooh, think or say out loud. I allow this reading, and let's begin because these cards jumped out on its own. Queen of Wands, High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Moon. Now, I know there's stuff on my face, but there's still time that I have to leave it on for, so I wasn't going to take it off early just because Spirit had a message for you. So if you don't like how I look, well, tough no guys. It's for me, not for you. The Moon is letting you know that this beautiful new reality is now here. You just didn't see it coming. 1001. So the Moon and Chariot together is what you don't see coming is the victory that's coming in for you, the good that's coming in. You've worked so hard on your self-development, on digging down deep into what you needed to change for you, and you realized that you really are the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. You really are intuitive, perceptive, powerful, loving, compassionate, loyal, kind. No matter your gender, this isn't male or female. This is personality traits. You are so amazing. And you have, interestingly enough, there's a black cat in this one, and there's an orange tabby cat in this one. So you might start seeing these cats in other videos, that kind of thing. But it's a sign that you're spiritually connected, that the divine has your back, that you are magical in your own way. Now, you have abilities, you have talents, you are so strong, you are so incredible. Ace of Pentacles, you have a beautiful new start coming in of only the best good because you've been manifesting it, because you've been working hard at it. So what you don't see coming is that your new beginning is here. It's here now. Justice, it's one of the reasons it's coming in, because you're the star. And you are an earth angel. And you are so loving and compassionate and kind. So true happiness and success is coming through. Wow, I'm sorry. I cannot believe these are the cards that came out one after another. This is amazing. Wow, I'm sorry. As a reader, the fact that you just got Justice, the Star, Temperance, Queen of Cups, and then the Sun. These are heavy hitter cards. These are massive, major in the best way. Things are moving in very, very fast for you in the best way. Justice is being called in all the situations that you were wronged in. Part of the reason that all of this good and success is coming to you, and happiness, and sunflowers could be a sign for you. Seashells could be a sign for you. Rainbows, butterflies, purple irises, different types of white cranes, storks. What do they call those? Black-eyed Susans just came through. So Ace of Pentacles with this is your new beginnings are going to have a financial prosperous start. 333 as I say this. The Star is you never lost faith. You never lost hope. Oh, some part of you did a little bit, but that's natural. But it never made you to such an extent that you forgot how your soul was meant for better, because you never settled. You kept working through it. You worked on finding the balance and harmony and eradicating, is the word they just used, the heart wounds that others were causing. And when you looked into it, you're like, wait, they think I'm this, that, and the other. That isn't true about me. I need to heal. And you leveled up into this fiery, passionate, sexy, incredible, loving, kind, good soul that you always were. But I always say, it's like wounds and like issues. Think of them as overcoats that at one point you needed, but right now, metaphorically speaking, your life is like summer in Arizona. You don't need any coats for that. You're just hurting yourself and overheating for no good reason. So the sun's coming in now, and that's what you don't see. Is all of this success and happiness is coming in prosperity. 444 on the timer as I said that. And it's coming in very, very fast. This is beautiful. Use the link in my bio. Book yourself a private reading. Half-an-hour readings come with a Reiki session. If you ever wanted to learn tarot for yourself, I have a tarot masterclass for beginners that you can actually order through the website. All right. I also have a coupon code, spooky season, no spaces, will save you 20% off of everything on my website. All right. I also have tarot decks, oracle decks, and so much more. But look at that. 4 of Swords with the 9 of Cups with the Ace of Wands. Sorry, I was holding that weird. But so you need to start resting a little more. You need to start taking care of you a little more, because otherwise these two go into this mode. Okay? It's contingent on you learning when to lay down your sword and understanding that burnout mode is not just a moment in time. It can take a very long time, and health conditions can pop up. Autoimmune diseases can pop up, like fibromyalgia and lupus and all sorts of stuff, from constant burnout mode and a level of extreme high cortisol that has nothing taking care of it. Okay? Realize that cortisol is released by all stressors going on in life, which means cortisol is like Pac-Man that eats dopamine and serotonin, which are your happy chemicals. So the more you start taking care of you and pushing some time into your schedule where all you're doing is decompressing, letting your phone charge, so to speak, right? We got to put a phone on a charger sometimes and not use it to let it charge. Same kind of thing with you, without the guilt or shame, because if this is coming in, but you're in burnout mode, it can't come in. It winds up not working out for you, and that's not the moment. It's like being first in the Olympics for a race, and seconds before the finish line, you collapse out of exhaustion and don't make it. That's not the moment you want that to happen, but you don't get to control the moment burnout happens, okay? So I want you to work on understanding that every soldier, every warrior, has to, at some point, no longer be the fighter, because the war is over. So now the war is over, and your instincts is to keep standing and holding the sword ready for battle. You've known that all your life, but your meat suit is very aware of that, so it's in a constant fight and flight mode, where anything that's even seeming like it's going to come in, you're ready for battle. But that's not the right energy in all of these new cases. You've changed so much. You've healed so much. You're not even near war zone life anymore, internally, emotionally, spiritually speaking, okay? Within this meat suit is your kingdom. You are the ruler, emperor, empress, king, queen of that kingdom, all right? You're a soul in a meat suit. So if you don't start working on the combination of pulling back on things that are keeping your cortisol levels way too high, and adding some things that help bring your dopamine and serotonin levels up in a healthy way, these will literally fizzle out like a balloon without a tie on the end. It'll just away. 10:10 on the clock, okay? So this is a cornucopia of good, with such beautiful new good blessings and beginnings coming in, transformation, okay? So this is amazing, but there is this just a little message of, please remember how hard you've worked. And the universe wants to grant you all of these blessings and bestow upon you all of this, but you must take some really well-earned breaks without feeling guilt or shame. Now, part of that is building boundaries with others, that your time is sacred. And you could say, you have no idea what's going on in my life. There is no moments. If you plan accordingly and you really start restructuring that schedule, whether it means you got to wake up a little earlier or stay up a little later, sometimes it's before, at the end of the day, a lot of us purposely wake up before everybody else, before anything goes on, to start that day or end that day in a decompression state to help your meat suit, okay? Also look into some self-care, like certain things, like if you're soaking your feet in Epsom salt, sometimes that could be a great way to decompress your body. You could still be doing stuff with your hands, all right? For some of us with ADHD or AUHD, it's like the idea of just absolutely doing nothing is terrifying and horrible. It doesn't have to be that. You could be doing stuff on your phone, you could be coloring, you could be drawing. There are things you can be doing while you're not doing the things that keep your body in fight and flight stress mode. There's a difference there, okay? 10:11 on my clock, 83 on my battery, 9:45 on that timer. So you have such amazing good coming in, and there are blessings So you just need to work on having a personal life and detaching from the other stuff a little more. Use the link in my bio.